Hello and welcome to the second episode of me trying to recreate all of Norway's 357 plus one municipality coat of arms. So much work ahead, so we better get to it. Let's jump right in. Okay, so here we are again with our magnificent list. So once again, I'm going to copy the list, go to random.org. And for the second time, we are now about to find out what's next on our project. So, let's go! Eidsvoll. Okay, let's have a look at Eidsvoll. I will go into my folder here. And let's see. Oh, it's a green one. Okay, nice. Let's go and explore Eidsvoll together.
Eidsvoll, the birthplace of Norway's constitution. Today, we're heading to a place of immense historical importance, Eidsvoll. Known as the birthplace of Norway's democracy, this municipality played a key role in shaping the nation's future. And of course, we're going to dive into its fascinating coat of arms. Eidsvoll is located in Akershus County and has a history dating back to the Viking Age. But its most famous moment in history came in 1814. When Eidsvoll Manor became the meeting place for 112 representatives who gathered to draft and sign Norway's constitution on May 17th. This marked the beginning of Norway's journey toward independence. Today, Eidsvoll Manor is a national monument, open to the public as a museum. If you visit, you can step into the very rooms where Norway's most important political decisions were made. Important people from Eidsvoll. Henrik Wergeland, the poet of freedom. One of Eidsvoll's most famous sons is Henrik Wergeland, 1808-1845, a poet, writer, and national icon. Though he was born in Kristiansand, he grew up in Eidsvoll, where his father was a priest. Wergeland was a fierce advocate for democracy, freedom, and education. He played a crucial role in making May 17th, Norway's Constitution Day, a national celebration, and his poetry inspired generations. Today, his legacy is honored across Norway, and he remains a symbol of national pride. Carsten Anker, 1747 to 1824, the man behind Eidsvoll Manor. Without Carsten Anker, Eidsvoll might not have had its place in history. Anker was a wealthy businessman and politician who owned Eidsvoll Manor. When Norway was at a crossroads in 1814, he invited political representatives to gather in his home, where they drafted and signed the Norwegian constitution. Though he was born in Halden, his role in Eidsvoll makes him one of the town's most significant historical figures. Now, let's talk about Eidsvoll's coat of arms. This municipality features a golden counterweight on a green background. But what does it mean? The counterweight symbolizes justice, balance, and democracy, a perfect representation of Eidsvoll's role in shaping Norway's constitution. The green background reflects nature, growth, and agriculture, which have long been important to the region.
All right. So I am ready to glue up the paper, and I just wanted to let you know that on the last one I did a big mistake, and I'm not going to do that again. You see, when I glued the paper down to the plate, I managed to glue on the front side of the plate. So it was such a pain in the to remove all the glue. I spent several hours just scraping away the glue and sand it down and make it nice. So I'm not going to do that again. So today, when I glue the small pieces, the big piece is not so important, because then I can just, I can use both sides because it's a symmetrical shape. But on the small pieces here, I will have to turn around the paper and glue it on the back side of the plate, if that makes sense. So let's jump in and make this awesome coat. I got some cool ideas for this one, so you want to stay tuned. So yeah, let's jump ahead and get this over with. This is when I realized that I messed up. Can you guess what I'm thinking about here? Anyway, I decided to keep going, and off camera I printed out some more paper because I absolutely knew that this was not going to work. We are now inside my new workshop. So in the next video, I will give you a full tour of this place. I'll show you all of its glory, all the tools and everything. But let me tell you, it's quite a mess in here, so I have to do a whole lot of work to get it up and running and make it look nice. But for now, we're gonna focus on Eidsvoll to make this coat of arms look really nice. So let's put on some music and get to work. Luckily, I found this scrap plate, which is Huntonitt. Huntonitt is a Norwegian company, but this is basically HDF, high density fiber panels. It's thin and quite strong. I had to glue the paper on the front side because the back side had some structure, but the thin paint layer was actually quite easy to scrape away. When I choose the colors, I first use Photoshop to find the RGB code. After that, I use an online converter to translate the RGB into an NCS code. I then pick the one that is as close as possible, but this green color was not the perfect match, so I bought another one that was a bit darker and that seemed to look more right. On the first coat of arms, I had to use yellow Bengalock because the store didn't have interior paint with the right base color. So I ordered some and got my hands on it just in time for this one. Here is a small comparison of the two green colors, and this is after I put on a second coat with the darkest one. I put on at least 3 coats of paint. Okay, so I just filled the holes with paint filler and put some paint on it, and after I screwed this thing on the backside, it was finally finished. There we go. Eidsvoll's coat of arms complete. Before I wrap up, I want to say a huge thank you for the awesome support on the first episode of this project. It really means the world to me and I am beyond excited to keep this going. You guys are the best. I want to give a big thanks to the museum Eidsvoll 1814 and Statsbygg for letting me use their footage in this video. Their support made this video even better, so I'll leave a link to their YouTube channels down below. Now, I have to let you know it's going to be a little while until the next episode, because I have a full-time job that takes me away for a few weeks at a time, but as soon as I'm back, I'll be diving straight into the next video, and that will be a workshop tour and some much needed upgrades. So stay tuned for that. Also, I have made it my mission to respond to every single comment. So I want you guys to go absolutely crazy down in the comment section, and together we are going to build the most epic coat of arms community on YouTube. So if you like this project, be sure to leave a like, subscribe and hit the bell so you won't miss the next video. And until next time, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.